Guys. I am coming to you from Walker, Louisiana. I'm on my drive from South Carolina back to Texas, and I'm in a beautiful Best Western, I think. I don't know, I'm losing track. Also, I'm going to be reading most of this because I tried to record it without a script, and I ramble, turns out, which I'm doing now. And also, I don't have a teleprompter, so it's not going to look like I'm reading. It's going to look like I'm reading. So, anyway, give me some grace on that. Um, so, I wanted to let you know that on this drive, I've been thinking a lot about what's been going on in Discord. And I figured sometimes things get lost in translation and writing and text. So, and we need to do a reset. So, I'm here to do a reset and talk to you guys because facial expressions and all that good stuff. So before I want to get into that, I also wanted to let you guys know that the Makers Market that we had planned for November 2nd is a go, inside and outside. And Christina is currently working on signups for that and some details. And she also has heard some requests about maybe having a second one in between the two holidays, closer to Christmas. And so she is going to propose all that to you guys as well. So be on the lookout for that because it is coming. All right. And I want to take an opportunity to apologize to you guys for not communicating about my friend and her project at the beginning of the month. I am aware that it was disruptive. I didn't quite know how disruptive it was going to be, but I am aware that it was disruptive to the flow of the studio. And I did not consider that in the fact that I didn't communicate with you guys well enough. And I'm really sorry about that. However, what I will say is I'm not apologizing for letting her do it. I think that we all need to extend grace to each other. And if you guys have something significant in your life where there is a sense of urgency and I can help out, let me know because I'll be there for you. And that's really the point of this whole community, right? So again, better communication on my part for sure. So now the reason I'm doing this video, I wanted to set a reminder to the community and the staff about what Discord is for, and hopefully we can do a little bit of a reset. So we're looking for Discord to fulfill three purposes. Three, not two, for the community. The first is communication, right? So we use it to tell you what is happening, like kiln loads, studio goings on, general updates, and we also use it for what should be gentle reminders about things that we see around the studio that are consistently not meeting expectations. These are not one-offs. We really try to give a lot of grace about that. So what it's need to be said is that when we put these things up, we never intend for anyone to claim the examples that we're using. It just happens to be the example that we decided that we took note of or documented so that we could bring it up as an example. So please understand that that's not one-time events and that we are always intending to have grace and that for them to be a gentle reminder. We also know that everyone is human. Right? We all are human. We're human. We all make mistakes. Sometimes our tone comes across in a way that is not in the standard of our studio and what we expect from each other. And so obviously we all need to be better about that and to be aware, right? Do better. So, but within that, we also recognize that sometimes when people aren't aware of how their how their actions have a community impact because they don't see what happens downstream. So it's easy to form a habit and not realize. And so sometimes these things are meant to be a gentle reminder, but also it's a reminder for things that you know, but also maybe it could be for something that people weren't even aware of. Like an example would be we've posted pictures of the wedging table being dirty, and there were people who didn't know you could use a sponge. They were doing their best to scrape it, but they just didn't even realize that you could actually use a sponge to clean it. And so it is never meant, obviously, to call people out in a way that is hurtful. That is never our intention. So the other reason that we have it is community, right? So we're hoping to foster friendships and camaraderie, and that the space feels like a safe space for everyone in all times. Now, personalities are personalities, and sometimes there's a little bit of something. And so we hope that because the community space is open and transparent and honest about who we are and the fact that we're all, coming from different spaces and different emotions when we're there, that sometimes things get ruffled. However, let's work on smoothing them, right? We don't need to create a space where ruffled feathers is the name of the game. That's not the intention. And I don't believe that anybody comes to the studio with that in mind. And third, and lastly, and really the reason we're doing this is for education. So it looks like we need to improve that as management, that we have kind of fallen off a little bit on that. I know you guys are great about having each other's back and, answering questions and showing successes and failures, and we're proud of that. We love that. And we need to be better within the community. Obviously, we do not want to be scolding anyone. And sometimes nagging, like we don't need to nag. That's not really the thing. And so where I really feel like we need to be better is to create something for you guys in the education department. And so that brings me to cookies, right? I know. So we are going to up our game, and we are going to bring you, or we're going to be bringing you a thrilling, super exciting series that you never knew that you never wanted to watch, or maybe you do, called Why Cookies. And so we're going to be making a series of short videos and some instruction that are going to be, as well as a posted workshop for those who want to take it a step further after they've seen them. And the goal of them is to educate our current and future, because people come in, members, about why cookies are important to the studio, why we use them, how they are beneficial to you and the community, how they affect kiln loading in a more comprehensive way, so that's easier to understand. And hopefully, we're hoping that, and how to make them successfully, and so that they won't be the most dreaded time of your community. The time you spend in the studio. So anyway, I really wish you guys well. I hope you're enjoying fall. I miss you guys. I won't be there till Christmas, but I'm thinking of y'all, and I can't wait to get my hands in pottery again. I'm gonna go home to my other studio in Texas and get a little muddy. All right, be well, guys. Bye.